You ready?
Yep.
Anybody got anything to say?
No.
All right, we can start. Okay. Want to remind everyone, this is an open session. Public meetings are subject to being recorded. Your image and voice will be recorded. Okay, it is 5:07 on Monday, July 10th, 2023, Board of Assessors meeting. So if we want to start with the minutes of last month.
Attendings.
Yep, no, you can, I can do the minutes
Okay.
while we're still.
You have to do attendings.
So
Yeah,
the,
we should
the,
probably do a roll call.
well, you don't have to, you're.
We're all here.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So the meeting was called to order at 6:02 PM. We were all here. You approved the minutes from June 12th. Correspondence was the May sales from the Warren Group. KP Law had sent out a SJC finding that cast doubt on tax foreclosure sales in Massachusetts. And the DLS had sent out certified telephone valuations for FY '24. The town administrator had, at the department head meeting, had been talking about First Amendment audits, and she had made copies, which I had sent on to you guys. And then I updated you on the DLS interim and the reminders for that. And year end, I updated you that year end actually ends today. And then you came in and you signed minutes, accounts payable, excise, payroll, and it adjourned at 6:20.
Okay. Anybody know any errors or omissions in here?
I do not.
Okay. With that, we'll vote on the minutes.
Motion to approve?
Yep.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Here's one item. We're good. Next, we'll do the agenda.
So the correspondence is, DLS sent out a letter for year-end letters. We got that email from RRG. I think I forwarded on to you. He sent an email to the assessor's office that said our company has provided services to Berlin in the past, and we serve many of your abutting neighbors. We would be happy to discuss possibilities for your town. And I emailed him back and asked him what service he had provided, and he said he had done 2 certifications for the town.
Did he say when he did that?
No.
Okay.
And that's RRG, you said? That's the name of
Regional,
Resource Group, I believe.
yes.
Oh, okay.
We got the June building permit law, not the law, the listing. And the treasurer collector sent out the updates for turnovers, not the updates, but he's a new treasurer collector, so he did procedures for that, which will follow in our office. We've pretty much been following that as it is. The MMA has invited everyone for a public records open meeting law, open forum on Tuesday, July 18th from 12 to 1. If anybody's interested in going, it's a Zoom webinar, but you have to register individually. We got the July 6th City and Town, and it's why understanding your growth is important to your community's fiscal health. And that was all the correspondence. I'll go over to see see if there's anyone in the hall.
Okay.
Do we have a clock that's correct?
I can't see it.
I didn't bring my phone over.
It's Kristen, 5:12. That clock is not correct.
Okay. I was gonna say,
I'll
I
take
thought
it
when I
that fast.
eyeballed it, it wasn't correct.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you clarify something?
Sure I can.
I received an email, did you receive an email about that
AAO?
Yes.
dues? Is that something that the office pays for? or-
Yes, but
Okay.
I wanted to know if you guys got them individually
I got an individual email to me,
from MAAO.
yes.
Yes, that's because your email address is there for their contact.
Okay,
So, did you get one also?
I could have, I was away and I
Okay.
didn't have Wi-Fi for a week, so.
Okay, so Kevin, yours went to the police department, your police department email, because that's when, what was?
And I think it went here, went home. So I did get it, but there was no bill with it. You said bring the bill in to be,
Was it attached?
Just wanted to do what's ever.
Well, the bill was attached to the one I got.
Okay.
Did you get,
I don't know, I can't look on my phone because I forgot it at work.
oh, okay.
but I didn't get the invoice.
Okay.
With
So
it.
you said bring the invoice in, and
Or
I think we
forward
texted
it
back
to me so
saying-
I can print
Can you
it out.
log into that other email address and,
No.
no,
no,
no.
okay.
As far as I know,
It's
that's
all right,
been
I
deleted.
will request them to come here so I can print them out and put them on a payable for next time.
That's a yearly thing, right?
Yes, and we had been paying, I think it was,
50 and it went up to 75 or something?
no, we paid for it as a town, and it was $770. And now it's only gonna be 75 times 6, which is 440, I think. So you're gonna end up saving money.
And the benefit of being in that, Molly, is,
You get updated on assessing information
okay,
and offered classes and
okay.
state,
So when
state
they,
legislation updates.
is that gonna be coming to our email all the time on every class and everything? Or are we gonna be here and you're gonna, well, someone's gonna update us?
Well, you can, if it's your own email,
Yeah.
personal email, then you can pick and choose how you want to get emails from the association.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind if it's a couple a month or whatever, but when they start at 5 a day, I'm
Yeah.
out, and then I'm out. So, okay, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that.
It's not that much, right?
No, is this the first time you've ever gotten
Right,
one?
yes,
So,
okay.
and you probably put that in when you first got on the board,
Okay.
so. no,
We
you
get
can-
them more often than
Well,
that,
yes,
but we
because
have, we need this stuff to come in.
Right.
Right, okay. So, I guess that's my point, so if I don't get them at all, if that's my vote, and something comes in, I would assume someone would say, hey, we should look at this. That's
Right, we
how
knew
I-
that you would be getting a bill. Because
Yeah,
they told us.
But-
Yes, but we tell you when,
right,
when
there's a class
classes are
coming up,
offering, or,
that,
yeah.
you know, if I can do it, I'll watch it, if I can't, then I won't, so,
Because you guys must get the same emails?
Mhm.
Okay.
okay, all right, yep. Okay, anything else on the agenda?
No, the interim's about the same. I told Mike that you wanted to go in at 95%. I'm waiting to hear back from him, but he's been working on the mall
Yeah,
settlement, so he hasn't got to that yet.
okay, yeah.
So, and then just the stuff that I wanted to tell you about was the year end. I printed you out. That by account. we're carrying over some things that haven't been, that I didn't get bills for yet, even though Kevin came in and signed FY '23 today, this morning. So, oh, the N-Star withdrew their appellate tax board case, so they will not be.
So the assessment we have for them is the same and staying the same?
Yeah,
Okay,
for FY '22.
good.
Sears was coming up in July for a hearing, so we pushed it off till November 21st, thinking that if I'm not gonna be here, maybe the person who is can be up to speed on that then.
Yeah.
And we got our,
Is there the other gentleman up to date on Sears?
what other gentleman?
The guy that's dealing with the mall? Or is he
Not,
just?
not yet, I haven't, he's been dealing with the mall.
Mall, period, okay.
And
So
since we
Sears,
pushed it off till November, I didn't give it to him to deal with.
right, so Sears is by itself.
Yeah.
We're dealing with Sears.
Yeah.
And their
No,
issue,
well, he should look at it, but right now he's
dealing
looking at
with the mall.
Mall, it's on-
Well-
So Sears is not part of the Simon Group?
No, it's standalone.
Hmm.
It owns its own footprint and property and whatnot. And we got our super secretive,
Excuse me, and what are they looking for?
I will tell you that when you break into executive session to discuss ATB
Yeah. They've
stuff.
been closed for what?
Oh, I don't know what,
6
I don't
months
know,
now?
I'm sorry, I don't know what Sears wants at all.
Yeah, okay. They've been closed though, right?
Yeah.
Yep, for
Yeah.
almost 2
Quite a
years.
Really? Is it almost 2 years?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because they used the auto dealer, the auto place for
Diabond,
COVID.
Yeah, they did.
So that was 2021, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we got our super secretive list from the Department of Unemployment Assistance for the mixed-use properties.
Hmm.
Oh,
It's super secretive. It
Yes.
it even says so right in the letter.
Okay.
We can't share it with anyone.
Well, I'm glad we brought that then.
I just wanted to tell you we got it.
Great.
But it's a secret.
But it's a secret. Okay.
So we didn't go over it all, right, on our spending?
No,
We were good this year.
well, there
Make
seems
note of
to,
that.
I haven't gotten the
We were good.
final
Final.
stuff from June, so June and I are off, but I'm sure that once we get it, we're still giving money back.
There you go. Good.
So Kevin came in and signed FY '23. There was the MAA bill for the job posting and the bill for what work Mike has done on the mall. So according to your, he can come in and sign needs be, and I just gotta tell you about it. So that's all I have, except for going into executive session. I wonder, I guess I should check my emails, see if he said he wasn't coming.
I'll check downstairs.
I told them all it was upstairs in room 218.
Sometimes they end up in Mary's office too, because it's the first office that's
Right.
open. They see a front and face and end up in there.
And she usually directs you to
She
the
does,
proper
she
place.
Yeah, usually, or sometimes they're holding if they're waiting to be brought up.
Right.
I have stuff to sign, and I have a spare sign here, so I don't, oh, it fell off already.
Oh.
was your day?
Okay, those are yours.
Kristen, I also put those deeds in
Yes,
the Google Drive with
Okay.
all the town of Berlin deeds. There's a shared town administrator.
oh, perfect, okay.
But
thank
those
you.
have the property record cards, so you can see all their different names.
I realized too, the attorney said encumbrances, so I said encumbrances, but he meant liens or mortgages.
Oh, I,
Sorry, it just, after you said that, I was like, oh, wait a minute, yeah, that's not said the right way.
you can look that up at the registry.
Can I look it up? Okay, perfect.
I believe that it says it. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure where you were coming at from encumbrances.
Yeah. I think you used the wrong word and I just went with it.
No, that would be an encumbrance, but
But this is a more
when somebody asked
specific
me
kind.
right, I would say, well, I could check the taxes. To me, that's an,
Right. No, this is very helpful, thank you. Perfect.
Do you know if Highland Ridge is completely built out yet?
almost, but not quite. I think they still have a few
They're still working up there, but not right now.
because of the rain.
No, well, yes.
Joanne can tell us.
Not on the agenda, so I don't
No.
know if we should discuss it.
Oh,
Might be on Wednesdays.
It is, if you want more information, Conservation will be discussing it on Wednesday.
okay.
Nothing on the voicemail.
Oh, I was gonna check the emails. That's all. I was contacted.
We need music. Hold music. Do. Like elevator
Yeah.
music.
Are you in contact with Jack at all?
I read it, he was here.
Okay. Did he talk to you about
Done.
next week?
Oh, no,
Did you keep him in the loop?
So I didn't see anybody.
I'll make
Please.
sure to.
Thank you.
No one's floating around.
Nobody's floating around, so.
Okay.
Well, that first interview was easy.
That was.
That's the easiest interview I ever did.
Blew through that one.
It is next week. Won't work.
Here's a file. Do you want to start signing?
Yeah. What do you say about next week?
I wanted Joanne to keep Jack in the loop.
Don't worry.
Four. Oh, got it.
MP?
Yes.
My son, transfer station. Tentatively told him, but
You go.
I get it.
yeah.
So he did email at 4:52, but I had to hit send receive to get this. I appreciate the opportunity to be considered, but thinking about the role more, I think you would be better suited to hire someone that has town experience in assessing already. I have several years of appraisal work, but, so I guess he's not coming.
So that was
What
the
about
Well, it's
the-
a bit odd to wait until 8 minutes before your
Yeah.
interview.
a little bit.
Plus, if I had hit send receive, I wouldn't have got it. I mean, our email's been or mine, you know.
But still, the other ones.
5:30,
I haven't heard otherwise.
Yeah.
Sounds like rain.
Sounds so funny. I never know if that's a fan or if it's.
You should.
Yeah,
We need the rain.
Do we though?
No, I don't think so.
Everybody's got it covered.
Yeah.
I heard there were cones up for something, a detour on South today.
Well, they've been working on the bridges.
They're doing some.
Oh, that's what, it wasn't from the rain or anything?
No,
like
they're
that.
doing borings down on there.
Okay.
Yep.
That's good.
Went to New Hampshire, it rained all week. And me and my dad were sitting at the kitchen window, eating dinner. I had the window open and we were just watching it pour and rain. And he goes, I feel like I'm at the drive-in. He has dementia.
Oh.
And I said, I feel like I'm at the drive-in too. I go, Dad, you want to go up and get some popcorn?
That's sweet.
Did we need to sign that one?
I don't know. There was 3 lines on the one above it, so I just put my name there just in case, rather be safe than.
So I think I should sign it, bro. You want to sign it?
Oh, you can sign it
Oh, let me
below.
see. One of them, just one of them. Because that's 3 difference, right? The same. Yeah, those are in-house copies, the other 2. So
Oh,
it's just
okay.
the one, the bottom one,
Okay.
to sign.
Finish this one. So I sign down the bottom?
No, no, you don't have to sign that one, just the front one.
Might be helpful at all.
She's gonna come back.
Okay.
for just an interview with you and Kevin and maybe Joanne.
Okay, great.
So, because she,
Mhm.
since it's not a final offer, she's concerned having it be at a public meeting.
Sure.
Interesting.
That's the only one on that one, right? Just the last.
So Kristen, when she came to one of our meetings, it was Zoom, wasn't it? Or was it in person? It was Zoom.
Right, the in-person meeting where we talked about the screening
Yeah.
committee?
Yeah, no, it was in person. It was,
Right, because the issue is anytime you have a quorum of the board, it has to be open session. There is no executive session exemption for interviews. So I had suggested if you were gonna do kind of a paring down, you would do a screening committee where you'd have one member of the Board of Assessors, perhaps some administrative finance team members, I would be happy to do it. You know, when I was asked here, it was, my understanding was the final interviews. So that was why I, you know,
Right.
did question
well,
it.
it ended up sort of being,
Kind of,
because we didn't.
Kind of is, but yeah.
We haven't got any, except for Indeed, and they were like,
Right.
James, who's, you know, realized that he wasn't really qualified for
Right.
the top job. He would probably be good at Joanne's job.
Yeah,
I'm not quite done with it.
I understand.
Joanne likes
Well, when the
it.
time comes, we'll let him know.
So I updated everyone that she's gonna come back and do an interview with just you and
Or whoever, someone else.
Kristen and Joanne, or June, or somebody.
Yeah,
So nobody else from MAAO?
And not from MMA unless they were away last week.
Oh,
So maybe they're looking at it this week and we're done.
so Kristen, what do we do in an instance like this?
Well, my recommendation would be that you do a screening committee. You have a representative from the Board of Assessors, representative from the administrative finance team, or more than one. And then you would have, I mean, I'd be happy to sit on it as well. You narrow it down to one or two candidates, although now you're sort of in a situation where you just have one.
Right,
If the individual who is screened is favorable to the screening committee and they make a recommendation to move forward for a final interview, then you would have a final interview before the Board of Assessors, so.
so what if perchance Linda is not interested in the position and we don't receive any more?
You put it back out to bid.
You would go back out, yeah.
Just keep
Or
it.
you could look at, I know one of the other options that Kevin had talked about was putting out an RFP for possibly an assessing company to go ahead and look at the, look at what that would be. But I would recommend that, you complete the interview process first before you
Right.
look at that option, because they're two totally separate options.
I was just curious as to how long we keep looking, you know what I mean? If you-
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I can tell you, we're looking for a building commissioner as well, and that's been out there for 2.5 weeks, I believe, maybe 3, and I've received 1 application. So this is not
Did you put that
uncommon.
on Indeed?
I have not put it on Indeed yet, but it's on MMA as well as the building commissioner's website that Rich had it put up on. So those would really be the places that people with the skill set that we're looking for would have it. So it's a really difficult climate to find these positions. A lot of folks are retiring, and there aren't a lot of folks coming up that have those skills. So that's the challenge. It's definitely, I would think, worth pursuing, and seeing if that individual is right for you, and if not, go the path of looking at a consulting firm.
Okay.
That would be my recommendation.
Or people have done e-blasts to assessors' offices to see if
Anyone's looking for a change.
anyone's looking for a change or whatever, there's that option also.
I don't know if we wanna steal something, so to speak.
I know
Yeah,
that.
you do.
That's kinda,
That's the other way you're gonna get somebody.
It's, yeah, I know, it's unfortunate, but, you know, even with, we have a small town administrators group, and even with the building commissioner, I had pushed it out, does anyone have like a part-time person who might be looking
Right.
for some work in the interim or what have you, and I got nothing there either. So I'm, you know, it's, I would say treasurer, assessor, building commissioner, those are your three hardest positions to fill, because it's a very specific skill set that not a lot of people have.
I also have got in contact with a couple of the teachers who teach a couple of the last two courses, so they know that the last assessors who have been certified, and have asked them to put their thinking caps on to see if there's, because most of those positions are the second position. They've just got their MMA certificate, so hopefully, maybe someone will get back to me through that avenue.
You try everything you can and, you know, go from there, see what you can do, so.
Did you want to discuss the consulting?
no,
Okay.
I'm good.
Do you want me to lead you to your meeting in that case?
Do you want to,
We're done, aren't we?
since you sat in on one of those
Oh.
settlement things, do you want to stay for the executive session to talk about the settlement, if you have time?
Sure, I can, if the board's amenable to that.
Yeah. Is this the solar business?
Yeah, it's all ATV stuff. Is that you making that little noise?
Could be.
So can you read the,
And
well, first of all, adjourn your regular meeting.
Right. Wow, sounds like I'm important, but I'm not. So, our meeting has come to an end. Somebody has a real time.
5:39.
5:39. Anybody have any, make a motion to close that?
I motion.
A
Okay.
second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
We're done, 5:39. Okay.
Okay,
Now you have to make a motion to go into executive session.
now you just say you don't have to make a motion, you just have to read. Oh, yeah, you have to, it does say motion.
Stops, right?
After he says it.
Okay, so with that, we are going into executive session.
Time again.
Yeah.
Time